Something was wrong with the internet. So let me repost the link to the webinar. I think something happened with the internet because it had a moment. It's because I wasn't connected to my Wi-Fi. I was still using my phone data. So let's go back. I'm going back to Namibia right after New Year's. Okay, sorry about that. I gotta type it up again. Join tomorrow's webinar on how to make income with no skills. Okay. So again, if you guys want to come to tomorrow's webinar, that's the link. Now, what I'm gonna say is this. Again, and we have more people watching the second go around than the first time. Okay, good. So that is the link to tomorrow's webinar. We're going to teach people how to make online income that don't have any skills, because you don't necessarily need skills to make online income. And again, that you guys haven't watched the vlog, but in the vlog, Lorenzo talks about how he has a consultation business with taxes that only took him 2 weeks of training to figure out. So we're going to go further in depth on how you could do that, but I'm not going to start at the beginning of the video with that. Now, again, you guys, I'm gonna repeat everything. I'm sorry for people that was already watching a minute ago, but you guys that are that have been familiar with my content, right? And you've seen in the past 2 months, we've had bots join the channel where, hey, I have 155,000 subscribers, but there's 250,000 people watching my live stream, right? That's obviously not realistic, and it's almost not possible. It's not impossible, but it's almost not possible. So at first, we were like, okay, somebody's trying to sabotage the channel. I reached out to YouTube. They don't give a damn. I reached out to Kick. They gave a damn, and they fixed it. YouTube doesn't really care for some reason. They just said the algorithm was fixing it. Then it worked a couple days, and then it went right back doing it again. Now, then they moved over to Bobby's channel. Bobby's Kick is getting botted. Bobby's TikTok is getting botted. His YouTube is getting botted. Everything, 10,000 likes on the video, he got 2,000 views in the first hour. Like, how is that even possible? And then so we were like, okay, maybe somebody that doesn't like both of us doing it again, or doing it to us. Then they moved to Kia from Traverse Cultures, who doesn't offend anybody, who's just a relocation person for Kenya, moving people to the United States. I mean, from the United States to Kenya, right? And yeah, see, they're sending the bots again right now. So they have that going on. And so now she went and crossed 15,000 subscribers yesterday. She called me and told me, and 20 minutes later, she was at 35,000 subscribers. And Kia is not the type of person to be beef with anybody or have any issues. Like, I don't see who would do that. So then you guys were all like bitching and complaining and saying, oh, you need to be more family friendly, like Check. Y'all love to compare. You need to be more family friendly, like Check and Ace. And it's because you use the N word and all this other dumb shit that people that don't have YouTube channels say, right? Then Check, in effect, the person y'all trying to compare me to, is now getting botted. He was live 23 hours ago, and he had over 20 up to, I think somebody in the comments put 50,000 people were watching his live, but there was a few hundred likes, if a few hundred, I think. I don't even think it was that many. So they're botting him too. The same guy you're telling me to switch my content to be up, they're botting him too. And he has 582,000 or something close to 600,000 subscribers, right? And he literally put out a video 5 days ago that didn't crack 30,000 views for a guy that's known to drop a video and a couple of days later is at 200,000 views. Just overnight, it went down. And listen, my favorite YouTubers that are historian YouTubers, the Armchair Historian has millions of subscribers. His videos barely are cracking 100,000 views now. Now the algorithm is doing, and he was complaining about the same thing. But I think with us, with the Black travel YouTubers, it seems like there's somebody that's literally just targeting everybody, right? And listen, somebody said the algorithm changed up. Have you not heard anything I just said? What I just said was somebody is sending bots. That's not the algorithm. That's somebody sending stuff to sabotage your channel. And so whenever people do that, it will interfere with the algorithm, make the algorithm recommend you less and start showing people your videos less. So that's why a guy like Checking Effect can have over 500,000 subscribers and can't crack 30,000 views on his latest video. Right? It's not really that hard to understand. So for all the people that were commenting the life expert stuff that don't even have YouTube channels in the video that I recorded the other day about why you need to not even be in a travel space is because of this shit. So that is literally an issue that we don't even know how to solve right now. So does YouTube deny your funds? No, their algorithm will it'll fix the bots. It'll fix it, right? It'll fix the view count at some point. But it will still pay you for what you really earn on the video. It knows how to detect the bots, but it still interferes with the algorithm because now they could think that, oh, well, I don't know, like this guy's buying bots or something. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what to say at this point. And no, the videos don't get demonetized. It's just an issue. I mean, I can't keep answering the same questions. So anyway, this is why it's important for somebody like myself to always funnel my audience to do webinars, to buy products, to buy consultations. Because yes, YouTube can be a damn good source of income, but you cannot keep all your eggs in one basket, right? So right now, my email list is at 3,400 people, which is a damn good start for an email list. That is a lot to work with right off the jump. But YouTube, you can't outdo YouTube. That's when people think of online videos, their mind goes straight to YouTube. So that being said, you still have to use YouTube, but it can always be yanked from you at any time. I'm not saying that's going to happen with this, but if for some reason, if YouTube wanted to ban me, they could do it. No explanation needed. And then, yeah, you got to have it funneled. So, and I've told, I don't know if this has happened to those other YouTubers, but I've told you about the biggest black YouTubers are coons and clowns. Like they do dumb shit on YouTube and get millions of views. But here we are. My channel is smaller compared to those other channels. Those other channels have 6 million, 20 million, 50 million subscribers. I only have 155,000. And it kind of is strange that they don't get targeted with that kind of stuff. So I don't know if there's some bigger agenda, because again, the reason I say that is because somebody like Kia and Check to get botted that don't really say anything offensive on their channel. They don't fuck with nobody. Like, I can see somebody coming after me. I don't really know why, but I could see why somebody would dislike me because I speak my mind. From my understanding, they don't. They're more. Key is more focused on their business. Check is more focused on doing check stuff, right? So I don't know what is going on with this. And somebody said that the bots are coming from Kenya. It could be, but again, the thing is that uh, you said network. What are you talking about? The thing is that somebody, and I heard Chick saying this, and I was saying this too. Somebody literally has to pay. Somebody literally has to pay to do that bot thing. So again, everything is okay. I have my Discord. I have 2 Discords. I have several WhatsApp groups. I have WhatsApp groups that I own, that I charge to get into. I have an email list with 3,400 people. So if something happened, God forbid, if something happened, I also have an Instagram. I have Facebook groups. I have Plan B set up in case of something happened to my YouTube channel, but I don't think so. My videos still get views, but I'm just noticing this isn't really even about me. I'm just noticing more and more that they are targeting literally black travel YouTubers with this bot shit. And again, I don't know who would do that, but whoever it is, I tell you this, they're creating a lot of enemies, right? They're creating a lot of enemies because, like, this is a reason for somebody to, like, really take you at the game if they find you. Like, because you got to think somebody like Checking the Fake. He hasn't told me his numbers personally. I've heard. I know he makes really, really life-changing money from YouTube, right? So that being said, thinking from his point of view, if I were him and I found out who was doing that and I came across them, it probably would be over for both of us. Literally. Right? 4K versus 155,000. That math ain't mathing. I don't know what people are saying. I just literally stated a bunch of Plan Bs that I have. I said I own a Discord, 2 Discords, with over, like, with what is it, like, damn near between both Discords, it's like 800 people or something like that. That's an asset. I own an email list with 3,400 people. That's a major asset. I own WhatsApp groups with hundreds of people. Those are major assets. I have digital products and services I sell. So again, my webinars are enough to sustain me, and I have contacts of all the people that book websites. So I'm fine. But I'm just saying, it's very strange. Again, my favorite YouTubers, millions of subscribers, million views, 800,000 views, 900,000 views, overnight, 100,000, 90,000, 80,000, 100,000, overnight. And those are white guys. So yeah, I don't know what to say. But anyway, it's just so convenient that this leads into my subject for tomorrow's webinar. I mean, I would love for the dumbass life experts that thought that they needed to know that they knew about what my content was about. I trolled a lot of those people that be leaving comments. They're like, Austin, you don't need to record in Kenya because you're invading their privacy. There were terrorist attacks because people took photos. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you are a terrorist and you want to go shoot up a mall, do you need video footage of that mall to go do that? From my understanding, when mass shooters go in places, they just go in that bitch to shoot and then they gonna commit suicide or they gonna get killed. Very rarely do they get arrested. So I don't think they need an exit plan. Because they were like, oh, they need to know the ins and outs. No, they got one mission: kill. Very surface level thinking. So I'm not really buying the whole, oh, they don't want you to record because of terrorism. But you can record. So you can't record with this camera, right? But you can record with the phone. When you know what they both have in common? If I start recording a video, guess what both of them produce? A fucking video. Since when did terrorists carry professional cameras? You know? So anyway, uh, Nostalgia said it's the government, bro. They push an initiative to stop migration affecting diplomacy, working in partnership with on the ground assets. An example, veteran military contractors masquerading as YouTubers. I mean, I don't know, but there's some agenda. There's some agenda, and YouTube is not doing nothing about it. And now they're botting Check's channel. He said for the past 2 weeks he's been dealing with his videos dropping in views just overnight. So I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. I know this, that we got our first 15 people booked for tomorrow's webinar at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna keep doing me and keep hosting my webinars because that's what's best for me. Because my YouTube money is still good. Like my money that comes in from YouTube is still funding my lifestyle here in Namibia. Like I'm okay. I'm just talking about the issue. Okay. But yeah, man. Hey, and also look, all my videos, like I'm a real. I know a lot of you guys in the chat are doomsday experts and doomsday people, but I am always prepared. All of my videos are like all of my videos are on a hard drive, an external hard drive. They're on iCloud, they're on Google Drive, and they're on Rumble and YouTube. Some of them are also still on my laptop. That's 6 layers of protection. So if anything happened to my channel, I'll post my shit. It'll take me all day to repost it, but I can do it. So and I got that, and I got my assets from I built my community outside of YouTube. I'm okay. But yeah, we're gonna have to do like a mass outreach on X to YouTube to tell them like, hey, they need to pay attention to this problem. I don't know. Maybe somebody that works at YouTube is behind. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what to say, man. Anyways, like the video if you guys are watching. So we have 3 types. So for the people that do want to live abroad, right? And they don't have any income, or maybe you're living abroad and you are broke. You need a new source of income. Stuff is not working for you right now. Okay, today I'm gonna walk you through the 3 types of online income that you guys can create without having any skills. Some people think that you need a skill to become a YouTuber, or you need a skill to become an online businessman, or to sell anything online, or do any sort of services, or you need some sort of certification. And granted, some things that you can sell online do require you having a certification, but some of those certifications can be done in anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months to be the fastest. I also have a job list that I sell to people that have jobs that hire up to $20 an hour. But I'm talking about, that's for a job. I'm talking about if you want to start something from scratch, okay? You do not have to be skilled at anything necessarily. You can learn and you can implement. Okay, some of those are going to require constant effort or constant attention, but some of them can just have the proper structure, as I always say, where it's automated, where you don't have to always be directly involved with getting. And let me pause right here. Live life to the fullest 9663. He said, bro, just get a work permit and start your own business overseas. So simple. So if you guys want to get a work permit in Kenya, it's going to cost you around 10,000 US dollars. Okay. Around 5,000 up front. And that's before you actually start the damn business. That's just so you can do it fees. Keep that in mind. You still have to start the business. So if you wanted to create a laundromat, before you can even look at buildings to rent, you need to spend $5,000 to get that visa. So I'm pretty sure that's just so simple. $5,000, just spend it. Just sign a check right here. Everybody's got $5,000 to just blow like that. So then you had to buy inventory, washing machines, building, painting, renovations on the inside, salaries. It's so simple, isn't it? Just do it overnight. Just do it overnight. And the reason that a lot of people, yes, I'm not against you starting a business physically in a different location, but I am more understanding that the fact that more people would like to have an online business, because maybe, for example, I was living here in Kenya. Hey, I started realizing, hey, I'm drinking too much, hanging out too much. I need to go somewhere else. Now I want to go to Namibia. See, if my income was only focused on Kenya, that would be a hurdle now. Now I got to deal with this shit. But because I'm a YouTuber, because I sell things through my email list or my Discord or my WhatsApp groups, those are all in my phone, in my laptop. I pack the laptop up, put the phone in my pocket, put the check-in bag. I'm on a plane. I'm in Namibia still working. Don't have to think about the barbershop. Don't have to think about the laundromat that I opened or the restaurant. So no, it's not that as easy as just make a business. Just make a business. Just do it overnight. Everybody has $20,000 to blow. Everybody's got it. So you guys listen, and he's been a long time subscriber. Listen to Life the Fullest. Maybe he'll give you the money. He'll give you the money to do it. That's your only friend, not me. That's your only friend. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys which category most beginners accidentally choose when making mistakes of earning online income. And when they choose those mistakes, how it burns them out, and which category I focus on personally, especially as someone who lives outside the United States and values the freedom of maybe making a little less money. But automating that online business that you needed no skills. And I'm not saying it, when I say no skills, I'm not trying to sell this to you as no effort. Okay, everything requires effort. And no, when you start your online business, it will not be automated immediately. You still have to, there's still gonna be maybe a couple months where you are gathering clients and gathering social proof and selling. And then once the ball is rolling and it gets going, it can be automated. You start the automation, but you still have to get traction at first. Ain't no jobs is the real truth. People with degrees are struggling. Yeah. So online businesses are more appealing to most people right now. Everybody wants to know how to work online. You guys see what happened with COVID. How many people are happy to be working from COVID at home rather than at the office, right? So I think I know what I'm talking about. If you know for a fact that you will have kids and you know that you're not gonna be leaving a place, then yeah, start a physical business. Now I know I'm not leaving Kenya. I'm splitting my time here. I'm not gonna permanently leave here. You see, I got a bookshelf over there. You see how my lip? Let me wipe my camera. You see how my living room looks? That looks like a living room that doesn't want to be left. Nice TV, heater, plants, new plants over there. Now, if I wanted to start a physical business here in Kenya, it would make sense. If I wanted to do an online business, it would make more sense, which is what I do. Now, I see we have some more life experts. They're saying, why are you keeping your place in Kenya? I've already stated 1,000 times, I have somebody that will be staying here. What's the starter kit, Austin? Is that the webinar? What starter kit are you referring to? So the link to the webinar is the one that I dropped right here. That's the first pinned comment. I'll drop it again. Okay, but if you guys want to come through tomorrow and you want to learn, this will be the link for you to learn how to build an online income with no skills, no experience. These, in other words, these are things that you can do. There's stuff that you can do. All my friends are getting married. Am I next? Yes. What was I looking at? But life experts, please tell me, what do you think about the whole botting situation? What do you think about that? Any professional answers? Anybody know everything in the comments? Does anybody know it? I know there's somebody out there that knows everything. There's got to be somebody. I know we usually have somebody that has all the answers. But yeah. I will holler at you after the live. I know one of the dudes who doing it. Okay, let's get this party started. Thank you, Kid Greatness. Yeah, they on checking effect now, man. They got checking effect. They over there botting checking effect. So checking effect is getting botted. Bobby's getting botted. I'm getting botted. Kia's getting botted, and maybe some other people that I don't know are getting botted as well. But I know if they got check and Kia, it's definitely happening to more people than just that then, because those people are not even targets for that kind of stuff. So again, just thought I would let you guys know. We will be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. The vlog that drops today, you will love it. I tried to go to a restaurant. As soon as I walked in, they were like, sir, we don't allow professional cameras. Now, keep in mind, I have a red light blinking on my chest. And he looked at it. He even pointed it out. He knew it was a camera. I can walk in and record with this one. But then I have my DSLR, this one right here, that's not for videos. I was going to take photos. This is a very nice venue. Lorenzo and I was going to take photos for thumbnails and Instagram and stuff. And he's like, yeah, you can't take pictures with it. And I'm like, well, why did y'all make this place so pretty if you don't want people to, you don't think people come here to take photos? And listen, if it's a gentleman's club, like a place that's dedicated to men going to cheat on their wives, then I can see. I've been places like that where they're like, oh, you can't take photos because this is a place where men come and cheat, get with hookers and stuff like that. But this is a fucking restaurant, right? And I walk over and we sitting there eating. And first of all, I think it's stupid, right? Because I'm like, this is free. I see what you said, Marty. This is free marketing. Like I'm literally a guy that goes around the world posting places. Like people watch what I do and they go do it. Like when I give out book recommendations, people DM me saying, "Hey, I went and bought that book." I've had dozens of people, and that's only the people that told me. When I go to restaurants, people go to those restaurants if I talk good about them. So why would you not want that? But I wasn't even there to record the restaurant. I was there I brought my camera to take pictures so I can get my thumbnails and my YouTube and my Instagram right? So then, uh, the next thing, uh, I look over and I see people taking photos with their phone. So I asked them, why are people taking pictures in the same places that I want to take pictures with their phone, but I can't do it with my camera? And the only reason I'm taking it with my camera is because the quality of the pictures are fucking better. And they're like, I asked two staff and I got two different answers. One person said it's because people would book reservations for the restaurant, come and do photo shoots, not buy nothing to leave. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get that. But I just ordered food. I'm gonna pay for food. I just ordered food. We're paying customers. So you're not paying customers take photos. Okay. So then I was like, let me speak to a manager. Spoke to the manager. She had a different answer. She says it's because we have our own photographer here and he takes pictures of people and he'll edit them and send them to you. I said, okay, that's business. Y'all are doing business. Okay, that makes sense. So y'all want a monopoly on the photos. You know what? That's good game. That's actually a great service to have at a business. You got a nice, pretty restaurant. People come and take photos. That's good business. That's extra revenue. That makes sense. Where the fuck is he? So this shit is annoying. So I don't get it. I don't. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, common sense ain't common everywhere, man. It's not. Again, if I'm in a gentleman's club, okay. Dudes coming here to hook up with hookers, strip clubs, okay. That's logical. I've literally had times where I've pulled out my camera, recorded the fucking food like this. Like this. I'm recording the food like this. I get a tap on the shoulder. Hey, there's no filming here. So what about the slay queens that come in here and take photos? Do you say that to them too? Like I want to understand the logic. Please help me. And the next thing, we have people that say terrorism. They think that me recording videos is going to cause a terrorist attack. That's literally what they're fucking saying. Did they you remember that airplane that went down in 9/11? You remember those airplanes? Do you think if I would have been walking around the airport with a fucking camera that would have stopped those airplanes from falling out of the sky? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't. Maybe I'm just dumb and black. Maybe I don't know shit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe stuff works different. Maybe I don't live in the same reality. Like I said, if ISIS wanted to shoot up a football game in Germany, do you think cameras? Do you think that a video clip would be a deciding factor on if that terrorist attack would be successful or not? I mean, let's think about that. How do they play out that terrorist attack? They go in and shoot. They don't need video footage. What stops terrorist attacks is security, not videos. You know why 9/11 has never happened in the United States again? Because TSA is fucking serious. You ain't getting nothing through TSA. That's what stops terrorist attacks. Not videos. He said they don't go in blind. Listen, when terrorists do terrorist attacks, they usually have the intent on killing and then committing suicide. They don't need an escape route. They don't need an escape route. He says successful terrorists know. So here's here's why that logic is fucking ridiculous, right? So he said that the videos make a difference, right? Because they plan and practice. So he said before the terrorists attack certain places, they'll draw a map. Do you need a camera to draw a map? Or can you just go to the fucking mall and draw the directions that you can draw in the mall? A camera is not going to stop a terrorist attack. It's not hard to understand that. Correct me if I'm wrong. A terrorist, you guys know whenever they have school shootings in the United States, yeah, usually those kids go to those schools. They don't need video. So a terrorist could be your coworker. He don't need to record shit. And then this is the other issue. They claim that the terrorist attacks are more likely when I use this camera to record rather than my cell phone. So you can go to the mall and record, you can take a portfolio of footage. No terrorist risk there. No risk of terrorism. But this is what they would. This is how they would do it, y'all. This is what it is. This flash, right? Like this. That's. I'm trying to understand what how that makes sense. Anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. It's very annoying though. But anyway, I digress. No, it's not even really Africa. Like, it's only Kenya that you have these issues recording. When I was in Tanzania, which is far less developed, I didn't have those issues. when I was in Uganda. Literally, bro, Rwanda is a police state. Like, you don't have freedom of speech there. And I had zero problems recording in clubs and everywhere. Even in Botswana, I think that shit happened one time in 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't know. You know, the United States has had dozens of terrorist attacks, and you can record everywhere. So that's proof that it's not the camera. So somebody asked, how are we being targeted? So I was talking about them sending bots, fake views, fake engagement to destroy your algorithm for your channel. So MJ's Entertainment. What gym are you talking about? You talking about in Dallas at the 24 Hour Fitness? I remember somebody even said that, hey, back in the 80s and the 90s, there were people that came to Kenya to record something about, I guess, making them look poor or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, those weren't black folks. I can guarantee you it wasn't no black folks doing that. I can guarantee you it wasn't no black folks doing it. It was more than likely somebody white. I'm not white, so you shouldn't even think. You shouldn't even look at me and think that. He said Destiny and other YouTubers did live streams about how to ruin their enemies' channels, and the bots was an old method. Also, when Boots Wolf was working, they used to use it. They used it like to dislike bomb. Oh, is there even a dislike button on YouTube anymore? I don't think I've seen. Oh, it is there. Okay, because I never see how many. Do I? Maybe I just don't pay attention because I've never noticed how many dislikes I get. I guess I never pay attention to that part. I don't think YouTube like pressures you to look at that part. But yeah, so now the issue that they got is they have bots. My fucking skin broke out. They have bots that basically will post. I mean, that are putting out fake views. Like if you guys are watching this live about 10 minutes ago, there was like 200,000 people or something watching. Now it's like 236, which is 236 in the first hour is pretty normal for my channel. Like usually after about 2 or 3 hours of me vlogging, I could be at 700 people. Not vlogging, for live streaming. But yeah, so I need to figure out who. Bobby said he got some intel on who might be doing it, so we need to get to the bottom of that. And at the bare minimum, get them prosecuted. So I said bare minimum. So anyway, again, I just want to tap in with you guys real quick. You be on the lookout for a vlog. My editor said he'll be able to edit my vlog in about at 11 o'clock. It's 10:19 right now. And you guys will be able to get some more content. Because now that I have my new camera, I can record content a lot easier because it's hands-free and it records at a very good quality. So, do I still know how to make the dolphin sound? Yeah. No, YouTube doesn't do that. The money that I'm making from my YouTube videos, even when they bought them, uh, is still what I usually make. Like it's not directly affecting my income. The way how it could directly is if at some point the algorithm starts to trip and think that I'm doing that, and then they start naturally showing less people my videos, then that could mess with the money because less people be watching the videos. He said, if I was a travel vlogger and I wanted people to watch me, I'd get rid of YouTube. I mean, I get that. But the thing is, they're doing that to people like Kia. Kia has 15,000 subs. Like, Kia is not, when it comes to competing with views, that's not a threat. No, my YouTube, and again, that's why I'm saying I'm still good. My YouTube check still pays my bills in Kenya, Namibia. I still pay off my student loans, and I still have money left over from what I still get paid from YouTube. So it's not affecting that, and it's with all the botting, it's still not affecting that. And then I still have my, like I said, my other assets, my email list with 3,400 people, my WhatsApp groups, Discord, my consultations, webinars, and my webinars are my most valuable thing right now. So I'm good. This shit is just annoying though. He said, wow, it's that lucrative. A lot of people want to um, learn how to make online income. A lot of people want to learn how to do that. And if I had a different niche, like if this is a finance channel, it would be super successful. But that's not the main. Sound like this about to get into a wreck. My audience mainly watches for travel, and like 80 to 90% of those people that watch have no intent on traveling. They just like watching. There's supposed to be some big concert with thousands and thousands of people there right now, so getting the Ubers and stuff was like very, very difficult today. Has the shift from Patreon to webinars helped you? Listen, again, what I've made on webinars my first week is what I would it's literally what I would make an entire year off of Patreon. Like literally what I would make off of 1 year in a Patreon, I made off the first webinar. So Patreon is not there's a rule. Put your effort into things that work and cut out things that don't. Like again, like I said in my last video, unless if you're doing pornography, Patreon in this travel space is not gonna blow up. If you're doing history videos, if you're doing finance videos, you know, if you're doing pretty much anything else, you can get people to your Patreon very easy. But if you are in this black travel space, unless if you showing ass and titties, ain't nobody watching your Patreon. You gonna have 50 people on as a fucking miracle. He said, stop telling people where your money comes from. The shit is public. In order for me to make the money, I have to tell you. Like in order for me to make money from the webinars, I have to tell you to go to the webinar. People are, when you're an influencer, people know. Like they know, especially if you make your money from your audience. There's no hiding where the money is coming from. Oh, I make my money on Patreon. How the fuck do you get people to the Patreon? By telling your audience. But anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cook my lunch, my dinner for tonight. And call my baby. So, uh, maybe they're nice. No, yeah, I don't go out. I don't go out like I used to. Like the past 3 months, like I haven't been going out. Like even when I was in Kenya 3 months ago, I was staying in a lot of times. Like I don't really enjoy hanging out as much as I used to. It's fun when I do it, but like I got other stuff to worry about. I told you guys I'm trying to change my life in 2025, 2026. Uh, like I got work to do anyway. But anyway, all right, you guys. Sign up for the webinar. It's in the first pin comment.